Hello everyone, it's Tony and we're back at the booth. Today I'm going to do a simple polish video, like back to the basics. If you are a beginner nail tech or someone looking into getting into nails, here's a video for you on how to polish. And if you are an advanced nail tech, then you already know all the steps, but I'm gonna just go through all the steps as if I'm talking to someone who doesn't know how to polish. So the first thing you're gonna do, and this is just polishing, this is not like, we're not going over how to do manicure and all of that stuff. It's certain steps to take before you polish, but this is just strictly how to polish. So the first thing you're going to want to do is apply a base coat. And not too thick, just thin, evenly across the nail. You want to get as close to the skin as you can without touching it. So you're going to start like right here, right below the cuticle, and then we'll push back. You just kind of push back, so I'm going to go down. Cuticle, and then you'll push up, push, and then pull down. Push up, pull down. Push up, pull down. Push up, pull down. Now we have our base coat applied. Next, we're going to go in with color. And you're going to do the same thing like we did with our base coat, because you want to get it as close to the cuticle as possible without touching the skin. So we're going to start here, and we're just going to push and then pull. Push, pull. Since this is not a human hand, it's very easy to get my sides, but it's a little bit different whenever it's the actual person. So it's also good to practice on people. First coat of color. And then we're going to cure that. We're going to go back in with our second coat. And we're still going to apply the same thing. We're still going to push, pull, push, pull. See how when I do this fake nail, I'm kind of going off the side. You won't be able to do that with a real hand because I'm going to have that skin right there. So what I do, if this was an actual hand, I will show you on mine. What I would do is I would come right here, I'll push, pull, push, and then when it comes to the side wall, I'm not going to take my brush all the way over. I'm just going to kind of, I don't know if you can see that end, just kind of like this. Pull. Do it on this side, and push, pull. And then when I get to the side, I'm just going to because it's just so much easier to not get anything on the skin. You don't have to worry about cleaning it up. So it's easier to not get anything on the skin than it is to clean up, because sometimes when you have to clean it up, the polish smears and it gets all on the fingers and it just doesn't look as neat. So you want to try not to get anything on the skin. But in the event you do, keep you a cleanup brush on hand, because it happens. Get you a cleanup brush, something that has like a round tip. You want one that's not bent like mine. And then you can just take it and go like this. Pull the skin back a little bit. Clean the sides. Also having one that you can get down into the crevices with. Ooh. And sides, I'm not going to take the brush all the way to the side. I'm just going to try to let this little tip do the work for me. So just push, pull. And the more you do it, you get better at it. As time goes by, the more you do it, you'll get better. You'll be able to polish in like 3-4 strokes and it look good without getting it on the skin. Okay, so we cure that. So far we did a base coat and 2 coats of color. And then we're going with our top coat. You have 2 choices of top coat. You can use glossy top coat or a matte top coat, depending on your nail design or depending on what your client wants. Most of the time, whenever you do a matte top coat, if you are in a salon type setting, a suite type setting, you would add $5. If they want matte, it's plus $5. And this mat I got off of Amazon. It's actually really, really good. I paid $7 for it, but I'll show it to you. I'm gonna do matte on my nail because I plan to go in and do some nail art afterward. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna push, pull, push, pull. To the side. You don't want to get, even though the top coat is clear, you don't want to get that on their skin either because it might burn. The product on the skin has the potential to burn when they put their hand under the light. So even though it's clear, you can't see it, you still want to be careful not to get it on their skin. And then also, you seal the free edge, you seal the tip. So you just go through and you seal that. Okay, and I put that in the light. And I'm gonna let that cure for 60 seconds because it is a top coat. So I wanna make sure that it is cured and it's sealed. And if you want to, you can go in and you could top coat twice. That would kind of add a little bit more protection. Maybe, maybe not, but you know, it ain't hurt nobody, why not? And that is the finished result. And that is the mat, that is this mat. So here's a review for you. It's really good. So thank you, that's our nail. Thanks for watching.